Two young people now recovering after being shot while they were in the parking lot of a school in the Hegewisch neighborhood last night. Today, concerned citizens passed out flyers. They are looking for information that could lead to the arrest of the person who shot them. The suspect had fired 10 shots from an alley across the street, striking a 12-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl.
Well, today, counselors are talking with students at Clay Elementary School about this shooting. It took place about 9 o'clock last night near the intersection of 133rd Street and Burley. That's in the Hegewisch neighborhood. ABC 7's Paul Meinke joining us with more. Paul.
Both of the wounded youngsters, Alan, suffered graze wounds. Physically, they'll be all right, but this was rapid, semi-automatic gunfire into a crowd of children, gunfire that police believe also came from children. Hegewisch has long regarded itself as something of a little town inside a big city. Quiet, though not unfamiliar with crime, certainly not immune to gang activity.
This is different. These were kids shooting at kids.
It is unnerving for Belinda Rodriguez as she walks with the youngest of her 3 children. The elder 2 are students at Henry Clay Elementary, where every evening the kids are at play in the schoolyard, as they were last night just after 9. As a group of young teens walked the sidewalk along the schoolyard, 2 young men approached from an alley and fired into the group.
And then it was just 8 shots rapid fire after that. Pow, 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 pow. And what I did is I just grabbed my child in the house and hit the floor.
Across the street, 2 children were hit, 14-year-old Monica Dixon and 12-year-old Presolano Garcia. Police say they were not the targets. Both suffered graze wounds and were released after hospital treatment. The 12-year-old came home this morning.
It's the streets, man. The streets are bad. Well, if you go out to the streets, it's bad. Well,
police say this was an isolated incident.
But we're looking into seeing if there's a bigger or more deeper cause behind it. But right now, this is somewhat uncharacteristic for this neighborhood.
Right across the alley from where the shooting occurred is a safe school zone sign. The threat of enhanced penalties for shootings or gang recruitment didn't dissuade the shooters last night. Roger Ramos, who walks with his granddaughter, believes what does work is a community willing to stand up against violence, but which too often does not.
I think they rather turn a blind eye to it rather than get involved and call the police, even though I think they could probably do it anonymously, but a lot of people don't, and it really hurts the community a lot.
Police last night, shortly after the incident, did take 2 young men into custody, but later released them. Their alibis stood up. They do have some leads.
Still looking for suspects. All right, Paul, thanks.